What is up, everybody? I'm the Retro Nerd, and welcome to another episode of Retro Night. This time around, we are playing Disney's Tarzan for the PlayStation 1, and, well, how the game starts out is with some little clips and stuff from the movie here. So, you get some clips from the movie, which is cool. Because back in the day with PlayStation games, that's how they did. They didn't really design the cutscenes with the graphic designers and stuff like that they used to make the models of the characters in the game. A lot of time when they did games that are based off of movies, they're just like, hey, just throw some clips of the movie in the game, and we'll just go off from there. You know, it'll help us because we get to save money because we don't have to design all that shit, and then, you know, we just throw the clips in there. And I don't know how much movie space would take on the game disc, but I'm pretty sure it would be less compared to like 3D models and all that stuff that they would do for video games. Ooh, welcome to the jungle. It's the name of the first level because we got fun in games. If you guys didn't get that, that was a Guns N' Roses joke. Yes, Guns N' Roses, not... Never mind. Anyway, so we're into the game. You play as Kid Tarzan first, and then you'll get eventually to grown-up Tarzan. But you get to do some of the cooler stuff as grown-up Tarzan. Pretty much, you have items that you can chuck at enemies. You know, you can roll at them, jump, climb, blah blah blah. You gotta collect little tokens to get like 1-ups. You can collect different colored fruit. I guess each fruit, from what I remember, has a different ability. I think some explode and some don't. Well, I mean, they all explode on impact, but I think each one has like a certain ability. Like one's like fire or some shit like that. I can't remember. You know, I remember I used to play this when we rented it. I think from Hollywood Video on N64. But I just sweep right past all this shit and just use your basic fruit that you start off with. But when you're playing each level, there's drawings of a monkey that you have to collect. Each corner has a piece. Blah blah blah. There's only 4 that you have to find. Bananas give you health. Blah blah blah. Yada yada. You end up fighting bosses from the movie. And one cool thing that I always liked about this game is you get the vine surf, or tree branch surf. Pretty much, when you get to the point where you're older Tarzan, you get to, you know, surf down the branches like he would do and shit like that. So that was always my favorite part. Is just that. Everything else I was just like, yeah, basic platformer pretty much. But just because it's basic platformer does not mean it's a fun platformer. It is actually a pretty fun game. This is like one of the few Disney PlayStation games for the PlayStation 1 era that were actually playable and actually fun. I mean, Peter Pan was good, but it's meant for more of a younger audience. Yes, this is for a younger audience, but it can also challenge older kids as well. So this one I would put at, you know, for the age range, I would say anywhere from 6 to 10, 11. Especially if they've never played video games, you know, and or at least the old school video games, and you want to get them into playing old school video games. I say Tarzan, Peter Pan would be an early one for them. You know, stuff like that. Disney games are always fun. They always got their own little quirks to them. Sometimes some of them are really good, sometimes they're really bad. Tarzan is the exception because it's actually pretty good. I like it. A lot of people would probably say, oh, it's not a good game. That's because a lot of those reviewers just forget how they actually enjoy and love games. They're just more like, oh, it's not, oh, AAA titles. We gotta go for all those AAA titles. That's how a lot of those reviewers think nowadays. You know, you got the rare occasions of some of the good reviewers like the Game Grumps, Angry Video Game Nerd. You know, people like that still remember even though it's a shitty video game, there's always something fun about it, you know, there's always something good about it. It's just not total trash. And that's what I hate about a lot of reviewers nowadays, is this, like, oh, it's a shitty game. It's not like Fallout 4 or Fallout 3, or it's not Oblivion, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, because these games all came before those, you know. So, of course they're not going to be that. They were trying to be something else, you know. Hey, and I may compare games to other games, but that's only because that's how it helps me, you know, get used to the game. Is if I'm playing the game and I'm like, hey, this is like Castlevania. It actually gets me a little bit more into the game, because I'm like, oh, this is like Castlevania game. I like Castlevania, you know. I use comparing games to help me actually play a game and actually find out how, you know, if it's actually going to be a good game, you know, and actually live up to, like I would say, the standards of whatever game I'm comparing it to. And sometimes they don't, sometimes they do, but it helps me play the game a little longer, to where I'm like, oh, it's like a Castlevania game. I'll play it because it's supposed to be like a Castlevania game. Or there's games like, oh, it's supposed to be like a Mega Man game. I'll play it. Cool. But for whatever reason, I always like platformers, because I love Mario. Mario is like probably my #1 franchise of any video game out there. No matter what, I'll always love Mario. Even if I play a shitty Mario game, I'll still love it. But yeah, Tarzan, good game for older kids. I would say from 6 to 10, if they want, you know, get into playing video games or playing old school video games, whatever. I would let them play it. You know, there's no blood, no violence. Well, there's violence, but you're throwing fruit, for God's sakes. I mean, when you play as older Tarzan, you might fight with the spear, but there's still no blood, no nothing like that. It's just animated violence. You have a problem with animated violence, oh my God, you have issues. Just go jump off a cliff and get rid of yourself if you find animated violence threatening to yourself. But yeah, animated violence, comic mischief, that's all the stuff that's got in this game. So anyways, guys, I've been the Retro Nerd. This has been an episode of Retro Night. I was playing Tarzan for the PlayStation 1. Good game for the kids ages 6 to 10, maybe 11. Especially if they want to get into some old school gaming. Let them play some old school Disney games. Retro Nerd out.
Ow! Ow!